Hi, this is Ward Wilsey from ArmorHouse Painting. Today I'm going to talk to you about Agreeable Gray from Sherwin-Williams. That's SW7029 as the color. Why is Agreeable Gray so popular? It's definitely one of the most popular four. You'd have your pure white, probably Agreeable Gray, then alabaster and snowbound, especially on interiors, but exteriors as well. Well, it's so popular because even though those off-whites are extremely popular, especially in interiors today, Agreeable Gray is extremely versatile. Why? Well, number one, it's not a true gray. It's a greige, a combination of gray and beige, or gray with brown undertones that work with a variety of features, especially here in Central Texas, where you've got your limestone and other elements that are going to require a certain level of natural undertones and lack of primary undertones, like your reds, your greens, your blues, etc. So Agreeable Gray works under all of those circumstances. In terms of its light reflective value, or LRV, it's a 60. Compare that with an alabaster that's an 83, or a pure white 84, snowbound 82. It's not as bright, but it is still pretty bright and airy, whether you're using it on an interior or an exterior. So it gives that clean, fresh feel that works really well in a variety of circumstances. And, in terms of pairings, it works with a wide variety of colors. If you were to do Agreeable Gray on your walls and pure white uh, on your trim, I bet that's what you see in probably 80% of builder homes when you see Agreeable Gray on the walls, which is extremely common, by the way. But it works well with alabaster or a variety of other alternatives as well. In kitchens, if you want to do Agreeable Gray on the walls, you got a lot of options for your cabinets, especially a shoji white, which is an off-white that leans toward the grayish area, which is just going to look really good. So one of the reasons it's so popular is it's just so versatile, and that's why you see it in a lot of homes. In terms of where to use it, number one, it's a great whole house color. So that entryway into the kitchen, living room, stairs, bonus rooms, all that open space that you see a lot in Texas homes, Agreeable Gray is going to be a great color to start with to go all over the house. It also works with so many other colors that it's a great place to, if you want to paint the whole house and then do rooms in other colors down the road, it works great. Because if you want to do, a navy, charcoal, green, accent wall, or even a side room, it's going to flow really well if you use Agreeable Gray throughout the rest of the house. In bedrooms, it works really well on the walls because you can cool it down really easily with different pillows, bedding, curtains, wall art, or even just an accent wall that's in the navy or charcoal range. One of the things that's going to be really popular is Agreeable Gray on the walls, and then say a peppercorn on an accent wall behind the headboard, especially if you've got those intricate wood designs that are getting so popular in houses nowadays. So it's going to work really well in bedrooms, bathrooms as well. And then again, I already mentioned kitchens and living rooms, but it also works extremely well on home exteriors. And the most common trim combo you're going to see is uh, is going to be Agreeable Gray with some sort of an off-white. Whether it's a pure white and alabaster, West Highland white is going to be really popular for that. And then one thing I really like when I see is where you've got Agreeable Gray on the exterior, you've got a white trim, and then you use black, like a tricorn black as your accent color on your front doors and on your shutters. That's just going to look extremely solid as a combo. But Agreeable Gray is also going to work well with other grays, whether it's a true gray, like a cityscape, or like a peppercorn, or whether it's grays that move over into the taupe brown undertone area, like say a Dorian gray, a dovetail, or even more in the taupe, like a keystone gray. It's just going to look really solid as a trim color with those, or with those as a trim color, offsetting it. And then it's going to work really well with the stone structures we see on exterior of homes in Central Texas, particularly limestone. Limestone's so tricky because it tends to suck out any primary colors from the paint. And what I mean by that is if you go and you see, sometimes you'll see limestone houses where it's got a blue or a violet haze is going to be the most common with grays. That's where you're going to have grays that have blue and violet undertones because they're cool in nature. Agreeable gray doesn't really have that. It's slightly warm, if anything, because its undertones are going to be brown. So it's particularly solid, choice with the stone structures that we see here in Central Texas. So all in all, agreeable gray, there's a reason why it's one of the top 4 colors. It's the only one that's not a white. It's extremely versatile. You can use it interior, exterior, trim, walls, exterior siding, and it's just going to work in such a variety of circumstances. So hope you enjoyed this. Click the like button, subscribe to learn more about paint colors, especially here in Central Texas. And if you have any questions, go to www.armorhousepainting.com and reach out, and we'll try and help you out. Thank you.